Trata de que se vea orgánico. 5, 7, más fluido. Respira. 2, 3, 6, 7. 2, 3, 6, 7. 2, 3. Bulges. 2, 3. Muy bien. 6, mejor. 1.
I want to share with you 2 lessons that I learned studying dance in Cuba for a couple months. It is safe to be sensual. Yes, I've always been a very sensual, sexual person in private. It's something that someone discovers about me when they become my girlfriend. When I become their girlfriend. I, had this really deep subconscious programming that it wasn't safe to overtly express that. And in Canada, growing up, it's just a overtly non-sexual environment. And so, plus family stuff. And I went to England recently and realized like British culture, it's just devoid of sexuality, and being in Cuba is just like being bombarded with sexuality over and over and over and over and over. And I came with very specific desires of my dancing, wanting to learn how to move my arms in a feminine way, and I had absolutely the most goddess teacher in the entire universe, Yanai. She is so sensual, so sexy, so on fire with attitude, and she can express so many different goddess archetypes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 3, 5, 6.
In her dance, with her facial expressions, with how she holds herself, and I took classes with her 5 days a week for 2 months, basically, on the whole, around that much. And just being in her presence and emulating her, she gave me so much permission to really be beautiful, be goddess-like, have attitude. One class, I remember I was trying to learn a movement, and I was like, what's the attitude that I need to have and the spirit of this movement? And she's like, vanity, like, I am so beautiful. And then I tried it on. She's like, yeah, you got that down. Like, you actually do vanity really, really well. She said, I've worked with a lot of people that, they struggled with that one, but you have no problem with vanity. And, it was so crazy to realize that, but it's true. I actually, and this is where conditioning versus real self come into play. And I always see things through the human design lens. Like when I was 5 years old, I went to kindergarten in a bikini because I thought I looked so hot. But my mom forced me to put on clothing over top of the bikini because she said, you can't go to school in a bikini. You need to wear clothing. But of course, we compromised. I put the dress on, the bikini under, and the moment I got to school, I took the dress off, because how are you going to show off your body when you're wearing a horrible, ugly, non-form-fitting dress? And so I think my actual character was confidence, was sassiness, was thinking I looked hot, was feeling sexy and feeling hot at 5 years old, 6 years old. So being with Yanai just gave me permission to own those qualities and to be them. And I think one of my hang-ups about that was worrying that men would think I was interested in them, or that I would lead them on, for example, dancing, if I was really expressing this sexiness. And what I found was, as I have completely gone all the way with being in the zone of being goddess-like, feeling sensual, feeling beautiful, being sexy, and really just being it on the dance floor with men all the time, all night, for many nights in a row, for several months. I realized it's really no big deal, and it means absolutely nothing unless you want it to and you want to follow it up with more because you're interested in someone. But here it's just what is. Everybody is sexual. Everybody is sensual. We are sensual, sexual beings as humans. It's a fact. We were all came from a sexual act. We all came from a vagina. We're all sexual, and it's so refreshing to be in a place where that is just totally normalized. So thank you, Yanai, and thank you to all the Cuban men that I have danced with who just celebrate me. And I think that was also something I really love, because it's not even just neutral here, it's just celebrated. Your sensuality and your sexual nature is celebrated and appreciated here. So lesson number 2 that I received from dancing here, and this was a really profound breakthrough for me, was about really being here now, rooted to the earth in this time and place. So let me give a little backstory with this. I have been working and studying with a spiritual teacher. Her name is Sanni, and her website is Eternal Present. I will put it below so you can check her out. She has a lot of awesome stuff on SoundCloud and YouTube that you can watch for free, as well as really awesome, inexpensive courses. So Sanni is always drilling in what she calls the 0 point, which is being fully here and now in body, soul, and spirit. So body being your physical self, soul being, that's the word that she uses to describe like your psyche, your emotions, your thoughts, even your ancestry, your history, and then spirit being your connection to God, to all that is. And she's really big on creating this like grounding down into the earth through the body, and also ascending up into the spirit and bringing it all into here now, this time and space, noticing exactly where you are, referencing your location to the wall over there, the chair over there, and really getting super clear that you are here right now. So that was kind of something I've been working on for quite a while with Sanni, for many months. That's been an ongoing theme. And I was taking classes with this teacher, Adrian, and we were dancing salsa. And in Cuban salsa, you're always moving in circles around the partner. So you're always moving around and around and around and around. And, spinning has been a big thing I've been focusing on learning. I haven't had the best balance, so it's always been tricky for me. So anyway, I was dancing with Adrian, and his style of teaching was, we just danced a bunch. He didn't say very much to me, and occasionally he would just say something, and I wanted to know more what he meant. So for example, he said to me, you're giving me a lot of energy. And I said, what do you mean by that? He says, well, I'm spinning you, or I'm leading you, and you're really going places, but you don't actually need to go anywhere. You just, I don't remember how he said it. I'll just tell you the basic, the transmission I got in that moment, because it wasn't even so much what he said, it's just I got it. And what I got was, dancing is not at all about moving somewhere. If someone's leading me over here, I'm not actually even going there. I'm not going anywhere. I am here now in this location, on this spot on the floor, and I'm here now, and I'm here now, and I'm here now, and at every single moment in that entire thing, I'm just in one place, here now on the floor. Before, I always thought of my dancing as I was going places and I was switching spots with the person, and now I understand I'm rooted in the here now, grounded in this time, space, location, and that just happens to be changing locations, but I'm not going anywhere. When I spin, I'm rooting in the here now in body, soul, and spirit, descending in gravity in this time space, and also ascending and receiving the earth. So the same teaching that I've been having drilled in from Sanni came to me from my teacher, and this immediately changed my dancing so incredibly, because all of a sudden I could just do the spins. I could dance with someone who usually is very forceful and that I would feel like I was going all over the place and losing control. And instead of losing control, I was just like, I'm here, now I'm here. Now I'm here, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. I'm rooted down. Nothing that this person does is going to take me from my center of being where I am on my one vertical axis. So I don't know if you can actually even get this in the way that I got it, because I really got it in a physical sense, and the felt experience of this was completely different from one day before I got it till every single dance after that. And it's really also interesting to watch people dance, because when I watch most Cubans dancing, they're very much in their here now, rooted in this moment, in body, soul, spirit, totally there, connected to the earth on this spot, no matter what, where they're going. Versus I can tell when someone's not really grounded, not really in their center and connected with the earth. Thank you, Adrienne, for that one. That was pretty frigging incredible, and so cool how he just said this one little thing and it has so much impact. I'm pretty sure he's a manifester, so that also makes sense. I love dancing so much, and I think for me, it's just the lived embodiment of my human design. I'd love to hear how it lands for you, and I will see you again soon here on my channel. Bye.